Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk, and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto Rico?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Hi everyone, it's sexy producer Michelle, and guess what? We are having a fabulous time in Nashville, Tennessee on bus number 2, the best bus, the winner of the best video for the best bus. It's time for One Funny Morning with your host, the incomparable
Okay, what a cute video. The comment that she made about her winning was unauthorized, but that was our very own sexy producer, Michelle. Good morning. Thank you for letting me sleep in yesterday. I don't know that I would have made any sense whatsoever. I think I just got my voice back. So Athena, she ain't wrong, isn't she, Athena? I think I'm going to have to plan out which bus I'm on, because that bus had Michelle Mooney, Tanya and Steak, who I think are professional performers, Dean with his amazing video talent, Dominic in the back, all the amazing backup dancers. But our bus was also amazing, so, and we won. No, bus 1 actually won. And that's how you have to do it. That's how you know. Anyway, morning off from Music City. You're still there, Jim. I love when we plan a trip, but then there's a pre-trip and a post-trip that's also planned for people. So I never know. I know, we would do an intro on my bus. I know, I didn't even think to do an intro on the bus. We should have asked everybody to do intros, but there might be some in here and I just don't know it. I know, Cookie Spice, she probably got like 25. She was like, that's all I did all weekend was just make videos. I should have known. Anyway, good morning. It was, TikTok. We have 3 more minutes to our consequence. Ollie, it says you can go live and join a live starting June 25th at 8:58. It was 1 week ago that I must have said a dirty word. We're basically in timeout on the TikTok. So we have to wait. We have to wait 3 more minutes and then I can go live. Sometimes you get consequences for having a dirty face, dirty mouth. It's fine. Maybe once a year I get in trouble. Fine. You did, Tracy. Yeah. I might have paraphrased a joke from Missy and TikTok turned us off. The tree's around the corner. The tree is gone right now because there was an incident with dogs tipping over trash cans, and there's mess on the floor that Dean is about to clean up.
Stop it.
What was that?
He's like licking the floor.
He's licking the floor because so it's really Missy's fault. Thank you. I didn't want to say it, but I got the same boot and scooter as you. Oh, Alexia Moon. Can I just tell you that I have approximately 36 hours left in this boot, and I am not happy. I came back from the trip. So we left. Everything was great. Trip was uneventful. Everything was fine until we landed in Philly. And for the first time ever, like I've gotten stuck on the tarmac leaving a city, but never arriving in a city. So when we arrived, there was thunder and lightning on the ground. So they had to let the ground crews go. And when they do that, nobody getting in or out. And once you've landed and you have nowhere to go, you sit on the tarmac, I don't know, 2.5 hours. So I did, but you add the trip to it, plus the load-in time, plus the this and the this and the this, and then church and that by the time I didn't get in bed until probably, I don't know, Andrea was probably, 1:30? Andrea was here. And she wasn't in bed with me. I mean, we all got dropped off. I don't know. It was 1? I don't know. By the time I took my boot off, it was not good. I was like, how is it still swelling up? Like if I'm supposed to be out of this boot. I don't know. So I went and got the x-ray yesterday. The guy was like, looks fine to me, but he's just a tech. So I guess I'm still not walking on it. But now I'm just annoyed because now I'm like, I'm pretty sure I don't need this anymore. But I'm a rule follower, so I won't take it off. Atlanta shutting down the planes was bad. 2.5 hours on the tarmac. Yeah. It's around the corner, Jessica. So it was a whole thing. Yeah. Head on the pillow at 1:30 and up at 5:50. Coming home from the after trial at 30. I got stuck at the gate for over 2 hours. No weather, just busy. I can't. Danielle, I told your mom. I expect the two of you in Vegas. So if you missed it, let me fix this. We made our official announcement for the next trip. And that next trip is going to be, hold on. That next trip is, here we go. I can go live on TikTok. Hold on.
So what happened on TikTok?
I got booted. I got in trouble, Dean.
What did it say?
I said a bad word. Good morning, TikTok. It's Dina Blizzard. And we're back.
It said you said a bad word?
It said, I think it said, and I don't remember, it said, you are not a lady.
What?
And you are not welcome here. You can take your trash to Facebook, but this is a classy place. And then a video played of somebody like sticking marshmallows in their butt, which I thought was ironic. But yeah, we got booted. We got in trouble. My foot was broken years ago. Still swells. Sarah, somebody said that. Somebody said, when this is all better, that you still may get swelling. Yes. So the next trip is December 6th to 8th, and it's in Vegas. Did I say December? I hope so. Not September. There's something I got to see. It's on my bucket list. Oh, yeah, you do. And Vegas, you can't be in Vegas for more than 3 days. So it's perfect. Yeah, and we're back. I know. So don't worry about lodging. Sue said that she will have beds for all of us in her yard. So we just need to get a head count. I think Sue said she could accommodate up to 150 of us, which I thought was not a lot. So I've never been to Vegas. Well, now's the time. Nobody contacted me about the day. I know, Malene, you're on my list. Malene, you have plenty of time now. You need to reach out to the cheerleading coach. You need to be like, listen, I already have something booked, and I need you to make sure you clear the schedule because Malene has still yet to be on a trip. I went to Vegas for my 21st birthday. Well, it's time. Can you wish my mom, Pina, a happy belated 70th birthday? It was over the weekend. Of course I can. Hey, Pina, happy birthday. You look amazing. You got to come on one of the trip. Pina, you like Vegas? Because it's your year. It is your year. No, Danielle, we're not that far down the road. We don't know where we're staying. Yeah, we don't know the cost. We don't know anything. Because we literally decided like 2 weeks before this past trip that this is where we're going. And I said to Wendy, I was like, when do you think we should announce it? She's like, this weekend. And I was like, what are you saying? Oh, the 5, all the kids are going. Everyone's going. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've always wanted to see Vegas, so I'm bringing my husband to my first trip finally. Oh, Martha, that'll be exciting. One of the things, Carrie says, I live in Vegas. I cannot wait. You met Pina in Pottstown, and she is your Picels. Oh, that's like your mom. Oh, that's right. That's right. I did meet your mom. Well, so you got to come to Vegas anyway. She looks great for 70. Yeah, her mom and my mom are the same. Allie, they're the same people. So yes, you're right. I did meet Pina. She's in our videos. So I am thinking, because I think this was, and I don't know the numbers. This was, I think, the biggest number of new people that we've had, and the most men we've ever had on a trip. And I think, like, I'm thinking about putting together like a man's night, man part of the trip. I don't know, like a man event. I don't have a good name for it. Come up with a good name for it. So there might be something like they could go golfing one day. I don't know. What do men do? I don't know. I did get, and I'm not going to say who the recommendation was from, that the Bunny Ranch, he knows who he is not far from Vegas. That will not be a bro bash. There will be a bro bash. Say that a lot, 10 times. At some point. And a gents events. Oh, Vicky. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and Diana. It'll be the all-man event and Diana. If you missed the video, while we waited on the tarmac for 2.5 hours, Diana started handing out candy to everyone on the plane. And lunch bunch. Please, if I know her, she gonna bring her whole lunch bunch to Vegas. Next thing you know, you're gonna see Joe is gonna be there, Hank's gonna be there, John will be there. All the people, all the fellas. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, and I'll be taking the husband. I can't wait. I think there's going to be a lot of husbands on this trip. Okay, let me go start this movie. Teach these kids. Tanya, I can't believe you're still in school. They were like, listen, you're going to love working here, Tanya. You get summers off. And she was like, that's amazing. They're like, now listen, your summer break begins August 15th. Like, that feels like, what do we start later then? Yeah, you start back at work August 18th. So your summer, you get those whole 3 days off. And she was like, that feels like not summer. They were like, no, it's a new program that we've started, but you get the whole summer off. And she's like, what? Is it? What? Yeah, my dad is 77. I told him he has to go with me when I get the money to go. Start saving up. My husband is coming too, but bringing his friend to keep him company, mom, with the group. All right, Anne-Marie, he said he coming. Oh my God, there's so many people. Sexy producer Michelle and I were texting yesterday. And she said, I just told my neighbors about how fun the trip was. They're going to come to Vegas. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was just still so tired from this last trip. And I was like, Stu not. When you're just like, where am I? I was like, when she texted that, I was like, what? She goes, yeah, I told them they already want to come to Vegas. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then I was like, what if 200 people show up for this trip? She's like, great. And I was like, what? Yeah. And we are looking for anybody that's going on the trip to please get married. You better check for the construction of the F1 race during that date. It's inconvenient. I don't even know what that means, Timo. One of my goals is to make one of these trips. That's Stephanie. Dean, there's a whole, all Kagats here. You guys know what Kagats are? Kagats, all here.
This is just Christmas tree
No,
stuff.
it's all Kagats. What if 200? You know what's going to happen. Okay, I will ask my husband. I guess this engagement shouldn't make it to 20 years. Getting married, totally do it, but December is rough expense. I have no money. I see, I get you. Formula One race on the strip. Who wants to get a car? Who's going to be our driver? We'll have a OneFunnyMother car. It's just Diana on a bike holding cookies. And they'd be like, well, all the cars are lined up at the gate, and we've got one lady on a bike. There's a lady on the bike, and she's just yelling, somebody got a hot crotch. Well, this will be an exciting trip. Kezia volunteers to be the driver. F1 sponsorship is in the millions. Guys, how many $5 friends would it cost? Do we need in order to get Diana into the race? I don't even know. 200,000? Who's good at math? Oh, the race is in November. Yeah. I know I can get a cabaret when we're setting up for the racetracks all around. Hopefully cleared up by December. Yeah. Yeah. She'll be sponsored by Ziploc. You're not wrong. Saran wrap. Yeah. I was just double checking the F1 dates. Well, thank you. We only need 200,000 friends to each donate $5, and we will be in the race. I think we could do it. We're already up to almost 200 people for the trip that we didn't even put on sale. Okay. Now, morning math should be banned. Listen, there was a TV show that I worked, a Rachel Ray show. And the Rachel Ray show, when it was on, I was doing audience warm up, and it was a long day, and I was filling in, so I didn't really know with like what the rules are. I mean, I know how to do warm up, but apparently there's other rules. So at one point, she mentioned cheese, and I didn't do anything. And then a very angry woman came out of the control room and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. Just standing here. She goes, did you hear her mention cheese? I said, I guess so. She goes, I didn't hear any cheese clapping. I didn't know what those words meant, so I just stared at her. I go, what? She goes, here, when she mentions cheese, we do cheese clapping. I was like, that's not a word. She goes, you need to get on board. And I was like, okay. I mean, I know cheddar and American. Anything outside of that's going to be tough. And she was real angry about it. She was about 3 feet tall, just stomping her feet about cheese. I bring this up because, I mean, you can clap for cheese, but anytime that somebody attempts to have us do math, it'd be like, we don't do morning math. And that's fair. They shouldn't teach math in schools before 10 a.m. No. I mean, I'll clap for cheese. I mean, in general, there should be clapping for cheese, but yeah, Mary, I didn't really get it. And I was like, I probably won't work here anymore. I was so tired. And like, have you ever been at work? This might be every day. And You're so tired and so done. And then somebody comes up to you and yells in your face about something like cheese clapping. And the whole time that they're yelling at you, in your mind, you just have like an internal narrative. Like, I could just punch you right in the face. I don't need to be here. I don't deserve this. Is that every day? But I remember. I have to pay a cheese tax to Daisy here whenever cheese comes out of the fridge. A cheese tax. I work with data. I don't do math after 10 for short. That's important. Anyone who wants to go to Vegas, try on your wardrobe before you go. Nothing. Okay, this is a great. Thank you, Alexis, for that lead in. So this is Alexis's message from a previous trip as AKA 2 days ago. Anyone who wants to go to Vegas, tip, try on your wardrobe before you go. And make sure that nothing on your clothes pops off and all your friends don't see all your under things and the things that maybe they shouldn't see. Let me explain. So we, for the first time, so our Friday night party is the biggest party of the weekend. Penny, and listen, kudos to Penny, was the last person to arrive for the trip. She arrived like almost halfway through the party. And she was like, I made it. And I was like, who are you? She's like, I'm Penny. And I made it. She got stuck somewhere, all these delays. You never saw somebody so excited to show up. So kudos to Penny. She made it. I was so excited. But we decided, we decided to play bingo, a get to know you bingo. Okay. So in get to know you bingo, we asked everyone who participated, all 110 people, to send a fun fact about themselves. Okay. A fun fact. Then we took those fun facts, we randomized them and turned them into a bingo game that Wendy made. And it was amazing. So we sit down. I say to everybody, she's the sweetest. She seems so lovely, Ollie. So everybody was sitting at their tables and we were like, we wanted to get people mingling a little more. Cause a lot of times in our past, we just kind of go and we sit. We were like, let's mingle. So we put out all the bingo cards. We said, all right, everybody, let's see who the first person is to get bingo. Well, everybody got everybody got their thing, right? They're like, okay. Well, one at a time, people start coming over. They're like, real quick, what was my fun fact? And I'm like, you wrote it. You wrote the fun fact because you had to go and find the person. So if it said, I'm writing a book, I think that's what I wrote. Nobody asked me. Nobody was like, I wonder who that is. I've been talking about it for, I don't know, a year. Nobody asked me. Maybe they just wrote my name. I don't know. Okay, drinking of the dogs. I can't. Drink. Okay, it's enough. All right, there's a hole in the back, apparently. So people are going around, they don't remember their facts. They're like, well, what should I say? I go, well, then just, if one seems right, just say it's you. Yeah, I didn't write any fun facts, but there were 3 of mine on there anyway. It was magic. I know. I was like, just lie. It was just so, I have to admit, I was the one who forgot what they meant. Junie, and it wasn't just you. Like 40 people were like, what? Ladina, it's a huge mason jar. It is what I have to drink at least 2 of a day. So next time we play the game, we're going to have to ask people to remember what they wrote. So that was funny. So anyway, then we decided to do a lip sync competition. There were 5 competitors, 5 groups. Alexis goes up with her group and they're doing a great job. And they're dancing, having a great time. All of a sudden, Teresa comes running up to the stage. And I see her whisper something to Alexis. So you're watching Teresa. You're like, where's Teresa going? She goes up, she says something to Alexis, immediately turns around. And I was like, did we just have a wardrobe malfunction? Did Alexis just basically flash everyone at the Friday night party? And so there were awards given out. And she got the dirtiest one. I forget what I wrote, but I was cracking myself up. All the winners, I don't know if Tanya took a picture close enough, but take a picture, all of our winners, take a picture of yourself with your award so I can read it and I can show everybody all of our winners. What's up?
I'm trying to remember Alexis's award.
Alexis's award was like best wholesome dance that you turned into a striptease. With a touch of striptease. Best wholesome lip sync with a touch of striptease. I'm paraphrasing, but I think it's close. All of a sudden, the show became a different kind of show. You're not wrong. And Alexis teaches grade school, and I said, hang this up in the classroom. I bet those kids would love to know what Miss Alexis is like outside of school. Mostly lip sync with a little bit of stripper. Oh, I hope we don't get kicked off.
All right, see you later.
Okay, I love you. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. And Joey Joe had chaps on. Unfortunately, he had pants on underneath, so that was a waste. But it was fun. We had a good time. It was a good time. I do have some pictures. Yeah, baby girl did grow up that day. Let's see. Hold on. Let me show you what I have. These aren't the best ones. These are just a couple that I had picked up along the way. Let me see. Not that one. Oh, here they are. Okay, so this one was from Friday night, and this one was our dancing night. Look at it. Look how pretty. Look at it. That was our line dancing night. It looked really cool. So that one was nice. This one was the Grand Ole Opry. Someone took this picture. It was so awesome. It was so awesome. So I don't know if you've been, it's a beautiful venue. We went to the Ryman Theater, Ryman Auditorium, which was originally where the Grand Ole Opry was housed. So we went there for the tour, learned about the history there, and then went to the Grand Ole Opry that night. And, there's like performers there every night, and then they have like special people come in. So we weren't sure if maybe we were going to, I was like, oh, here comes Dolly Parton. Oh, shut up. That didn't happen. But it would have been great. There were a couple people that some of our tour knew. But there was the most amazing South Korean bluegrass band. Let me say that again. All these words together. A South Korean bluegrass band was performing. They were adorable. They were youngins. And the whole time you're like, I didn't know bluegrass was big in South Korea. So moving. So first they came out, they were young, and they did Jolene. And it was a guitar, a mandolin, a banjo, a violin, and a bass. And it was so beautiful. So first they did Jolene. And then they spoke a little bit and talked about how they were there on a grant. And yes. And then they said, we're going to do an original song that they wrote. And it was going to be sung in Korean. And I have no idea what they said. Something about mushrooms. But it was so beautiful. Yeah, they were called Country Gong Bang is the name of it. Country Gong Bang. And it was you could have heard a pin drop. It was just stellar. And you're just like, who would have put South Korea and bluegrass music together? Was it called Hunting Mushrooms? Thanks, Carmen. It was so beautiful. Standing ovation. And then there was an old guy who sang a song. He was trying to find his girl. He was like, so wherever she is, keep her there, which I loved. And then there was an a cappella group that came out. Now, they did a great job. I guess they were on like one of the big singing competition things, and they did a great job. The one guy, I forget what they were called, but the guy had the deepest baritone voice. It was so beautiful. So he was kind of the leader, whatever. They kind of gave me Village People vibes. I don't know if anybody else on the tour felt like that, but I felt like at any moment a construction worker was it called Home Free? Thanks, Shell. Yeah, that's what it was. At any moment, a construction man was going to come out and a policeman, and they were going to strip. Like they just had like a vibe, but they were great. On the way out, I'm talking to BNC, and I said, Chris, I said, so which was your favorite? And we were talking. I said, I think my favorite tonight was the South Korean group. I thought that they were amazing. And she said, they were good. They were good. But that Acapulco group, I loved them. I said, the who? She goes, the Acapulco group? I said, the group from Acapulco? She's like, love them. I don't know where they're from, but their Acapulco was amazing. I said, I have not heard that kind of Acapulco in a while. She goes, why you keep saying it? I go, nothing. She goes, am I saying it wrong? I said, no. I love the way you say everything. Sandy, you would have loved him. The guy with the deep voice, is that Tim? Is that his name? Man, listen, let me tell you something. You can have that next to you, just reading a phone book, just in that deep baritone voice. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. And then the girl, May something, I might, and this is just a guess, have been drinking bourbon when it all went down. So the music I remember, the names, not so much. Yes, it says, look up their song. It's called Mushroom Hunter and Prepare to Cry. It was so amusing. May Estes. Now I really have FOMO, Sandy. It was good. It was good. It was great. Then they had the country dancers come out, and the guys kept doing this weird thing with their leg, where it was like a helicopter leg. You guys know what I'm talking about. The girls didn't do it, but the men, they were almost like Irish step dancers, but just with this one leg, and they helicoptered it. It was funny. It was great. It was except for dinner. Dinner was not great, and I might have been yelling at people. I didn't even have bourbon. I don't remember their names. Thank you for saying that. So the square dancers, yeah. Listening from vacation at Zion National Park. Left Vegas yesterday. So funny the December trip is Vegas. Just go back and wait for us. Yeah. One of our friends is an Opry clogger. That's probably what they are. My brother-in-law plays in a bluegrass band, Rusted String Swindlers. He also plays guitar with Cody Erkerderg and the Sidewinders. Ladina, that's so interesting. Yeah, you should have been. Dinner was just such a mess. It was such a mess. And so I was trying to be nice, but I wasn't. I don't think I was trying to be nice. Yeah, it was just bad service. You know, we do our best to find good partners, to, work with people and just be like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is, especially the Friday night dinner, because there's like a lot of things that need to happen because we're usually doing entertainment as well. But this was frankly just dinner on our way to the Opry, and it was horrible service. Yeah. So yeah, it was not my favorite, but there was a dish going around that was a lot. Yeah. The best server award. It was probably split between Junian and Joey Joe. So it was a whole thing. But it was good. I'm interested to see. I know Steph was kind of putting all the pictures together and the videos and such. So we'll be able to show hopefully a video by the end of this week. I know, Mandy, I don't know. We'll see as we continue to grow. We learn a lot every time we do a trip about, limits of things that we can and cannot do. And now that we have Rod, the bus driver, he is a great resource. He kind of helps us with different things. Pam, it's still contended in terms of who won the bus sing-along. I think it's obvious. We'll just leave it at that. Do you want anything from Starbucks? Good morning, Brooke Blizzard. No, I'm fine. I don't need anything. So yeah, I hope so, Mandy. I hope everybody had a good time. But it was good. It was good too because there was like a pre-trip, the advanced team, a post-trip happening. We had probably more newcomers than we've ever had, and so it was nice. It was nice to see everybody kind of meeting people and making some friends. I know, Sharon. That was what was so crazy is that, we don't go anywhere as a surprise with 110 people. So they knew we were coming. They knew everything. And then when we got there and they were like, well, you guys showed up late. I'm like, we were supposed to be here at 5 and you told us to wait outside. So we didn't come in until 5:03. Like, what are you talking about? It was just crazy. It was mind blowing. Like the answers that they have. The post trip is still going strong. Kathy and I don't leave until 5:00 tonight. Yeah, we do. We need airport games for all the delays. We should. I don't know why. Maybe it was the weather. I think, Denise, it was because it seemed like it was everywhere. And then by the time we landed in Philly, Ubers were between like $150 and $225 per Uber to get home. And there were 2 cars. And I was like, no. Yeah, Shakendra. They said that they put the dessert down on dirty tables because they were trying to accommodate us on time because we showed up late. That's what they said. And then she said, ma'am, if you're going to yell, can you please come over here? I said, I'm not going over there. I'm going to stay right here. So all the people in here know that when you serve the dessert, you're not going to clean the table off and all your waitresses will disappear for 20 minutes and the drinks are going to come after the meal's been eaten. They should know that. So no, I'm not going to go stand over there. I'm going to stand right where I'm standing. I'm going to tell them. Yeah. It was a lot of that. But I was like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this with me. Yeah. So, yeah. So, and all of our line leaders. So, okay, here's the best part. So, sexy producer Michelle, this was her first trip, right? So, sexy producer Michelle has a group. She's a line leader. And, it's her first time. So we're trying like, hey, this is what you need to do. And I want to tell you something. We had walkie-talkies. And And it was great because we had to say, like, Dean, are you ready? Jacqueline, are you ready? Brooks, team, are you ready? Robert, Wendy, right? Like, we all needed to be like, everybody's accounted for. We are now on the move, right? Anytime we go somewhere together, it's like a lot. So, we're telling Michelle. So I had said to her, she goes, well, what does that mean? So, like, even leading up to, she gets real nervous, So I had to say, listen, you just have to, count your team in, count your team out, make sure we're all together. And she goes, well, what happens at the end of the night? Now, our party was over, I think, at 9. And I said, and then you're off. Everybody will kind of go do their own thing. So, you can go and explore the city, whatever you want to do. So now it's Friday night. Party's over at 9:00. And everybody's kind of dispersing. Probably got, some people went back home and went to sleep. That's what I did. Some people went out partying, whatever. And so we're sitting at the thing. Mary, I don't know if you were still there for that, but were you in her group, Mary? You must be. Everybody was pretty much gone. There was only like a handful of us left. And somebody was like, Michelle thinks that she's supposed to still be leading people. So I go over to her and I was like, hey, where's the rest of your group? She's like, what do you mean? I said, where's the rest of your group? You have to take them out to all the honky tonks. And she was like, what? I said, Michelle, you were supposed to lead them down to Broadway and take them to the honky tonks. She's like, that's not what Wendy said. Just immediate panic. I go, how do you not know that? She goes, I don't know. She just started taking papers out. I didn't see that on here. I said, did you get all their phone numbers? You're supposed to get their phone numbers so you can reach them. I was supposed to get their phone numbers. And then I couldn't stop laughing. And she goes, you're a rude person. I said, no, Michelle, you're fine. So I know. It just with her, Judy, she was, I checked out with her that night and she was a bit ruffled. Yeah. She was very concerned you were going to fire her. Yeah, no, she can't get fired. Yeah. So then sexy producer Michelle, for the first time, brought her husband, Dean, and Dean just fit right in. You never saw a man be so excited to be surrounded by 2,400 women. And they're like, he has a number of stalkers. He had took pictures with all of them. Then at the Ryman, the photographer asked her, now let me see your sexy walk. Yeah, no, Dean was great. He had a lot of fans. I don't know if you guys know, but he's a pastor. And so he just has like a lovely, like outgoing way about him. And he just fit right in. Yeah. I learned from San Antonio, don't go out after dinner. You walk back drunk and someone has to put your pajamas on. Lesson learned. I don't know, Alexis. A lot of your stories end up with you being naked somehow and people having to put clothes back on you. So this mental note, let me just write that down. The Green Dream Team. He melted my heart when he was speaking about his granddaughter. Oh, yeah. The most fun weekend Michelle can have. Like, we'll have plans. I can't go. I have my granddaughter. I have Nevaeh, so I can't. We have Nevaeh for the weekend. Okay. Could go out later? I don't know. I don't think so. No, Dean did not twerk. You're not wrong, Katie. You're not wrong. So yeah, it was a good time. We had some husbands, some new husbands on the trip. We had some husbands just hanging out in Nashville. Yeah. That was Magic Mike. Oh my gosh. Mike and Carl. They were serving the booze at the bourbon thing. Thank you to everybody who made my husband feel so comfortable. He really enjoyed his time. The twerker was on bus 1, and his name is Michael. We had the fellas. Ed Workman, he was hosting his own party one night over by the bar with all the ladies. I heard about that. This was always so funny. So funny. So if you have not been on a trip yet and you're thinking about it, we have a good time and you'll make lots of friends. That I know. But it's so funny because I go to bed, especially with this leg. I really wasn't doing. I feel like I made it through the trip, but I definitely feel like it was a lot because I do like to mingle, and I could only go where my scooter could go, or if my leg wasn't swollen. It just was weird. Anyway. But it's funny because there's a lot of things, right? There's 110 people that spread out after 9 o'clock, and then we all come back the next day, and I'll see everybody at breakfast, I'll be like, hey, how's everybody doing? And this is what you see at breakfast. They'll be like, did you hear what, everybody does the turnaround. They go like this. Did you hear what happened with the, it's the same. It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part. And the stories are entertaining, and no one's been arrested to my knowledge yet. What's Jacqueline doing? Hold on. Sorry about that. No one's been arrested yet, which I appreciate. But everybody seems to keep an eye on a partner or friend. It was fun. It was a fun trip. It's just funny when I go back and look at the pictures. I'm like, when did this happen? When did this? Who's this? Who got this costume on? Did you lose anyone? Not this trip. Now, if Nancy Vega was there, yeah, we would have lost her. She likes to take off. Got to keep an eye on her. She had something this week. Thanks, Kyle. Kyle, I have not gotten a verbal confirmation from you or Molinay that you're on the Vegas trip. And I'm going to need that. No calls from the hotel. We will take over your lobby. Oh, Kyle said he's going. All right, now we're just waiting for Molinay. Cheer camp already scheduled. God forbid. Molinay. All right. You know what? Where's the cheer camp? What city? That's where we're going. Is it in Vegas? Oh my gosh. Wisconsin. All right, Katie. Meredith. Guys, it might be a good idea for everybody to save their OFM bucks. I don't know if we can use that to pay off someone's bail for Vegas, but we should put that money aside. Lee Ellen, we just announced that our trip is in Vegas next year, December, still this year. So I don't know if you want to go with your sister. Molinay. If anyone gets arrested, it'll definitely be in Vegas. Listen, I think I'll have everybody sign a disclaimer. That's just what should the disclaimer be? I, Shakendra, promise that if I get arrested, I will not utter the words "one funny mother." I will keep it on the down low. I will pretend that I do not know what a hot crotch is. I've never heard of dirty sugar. I do not know anyone named Shirtless Alexis. And it'll just be a whole series of things. Because depending on what your charge is, I may or may not own you. I'm going to find out what the charge is first. And then I'm going to look at the release you signed. And I'll be like, no, this isn't us. No, we don't know her. Yeah, what in the Tiffany Hall? Yep. No. Yeah. Like they actually arrest people in Vegas. Here comes Judy Judy with some guys. No one's getting arrested. No, it's December. It's December. You already took everybody to jail on one trip. You're not wrong. You know what? I think it was important to set the tone for Bourbon in the Big House that I wanted us to visit a prison on the first real trip so that people will know we will go to a prison and visit you. We're not going to get you out, but we'll come visit you. What charges are acceptable? Just so you know. Janet, I had to move the tree. When you take it down, I just actually moved it today, Janet. There was an incident with dogs tipping over trash cans, and there was a whole mess here. So the tree went that way for a few days while it gets cleaned up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't take you to jail and visit, just back to the airport. Oh. Don't worry about the Formula One race then. Okay, good. Yeah, Di will bring you snacks. Di will bring you a cake with a file in it, and then we'll just leave. We'll be like, good luck. And then you'll be on your own. Mm-hmm. The room looks so much bigger without the tree. It's funny, right? She's been up for a while. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, bail money deposit is part of everyone's registration. And maybe we should. And then if nobody gets arrested, it would be a prize at the end. We would just take everybody's $5 and be like, listen, nobody got arrested. Woo! So 200 people times 5 is $1,000. We're like, we're going to give away $1,000 because no one got arrested. It's like, ooh. Oh, my first wedding was in Vegas. Do not recommend. Hashtag Christy. Mm-hmm. Grumpy Jeff, you coming? That's not far from Las Vegas, Nevada. You're in Arizona. Those aren't far, according to my geography math. Grumpy Jeff. Guys, what if cream cheese shows up? He goes by Grumpy Jeff and cream cheese. If he shows up to Vegas. Grumpy Jeff, that'll be hilarious because I do feel like we know you. Mm-hmm. What if they're arrested post-trip? Yep, not my problem. Not my problem. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've already come up with a theme for Friday night. You want me to tell you? Listen, this is the weirdest way for us to plan a trip, but I was so excited at the airport that we started talking about it. I'm going to tell you what the theme is. Now, mind you, I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know where we're staying. I don't have any other details, but I do know what the theme is. Do you want to guess? And then we're going to go. So this is our Friday night party. You're coming, Robin? The Friday night party in Vegas. Anilda, where have you been? We're booking our Vegas trip. Anilda, where do you live? You got to come. What do you think we should do for the Friday night theme party? Thunder Down Under. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, it's more specific than that. Naughty Santas Unite. Interesting. Jingle Your Dice. Mm-hmm. Magic Mike's Cabaret. Okay. Santa's Helper. Getting ready for my mammogram. Don't forget to take your pants off. I'll talk to the wife. What hotel? We don't know yet, Grumpy Jeff. We'll keep you posted. What am I getting into here? Nothing good, Grumpy Jeff. Bottoms up. Elvis lookalike, RuPaul dance race, drag race show. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna tell you because you're gonna need to think about it. You have some time. Here we go. Are you ready? I had so much fun coming up with this. Here we go. Hussies and hot crotches. That's a choice. Here we go. The theme for the Friday night party. You can either come as Elvis, a showgirl. That's for Joey Joe. Or your favorite Vegas performer, which is pretty much anybody. So you can come as Cher, Adele, Barry Manilow, Elvis. You can come to the show as whoever you want. Marilyn Monroe. You can come as anybody because all the big ones. Yeah. So then we were at the airport trying to figure out who everybody's going to be. What did Diana say? Yeah, Wade Newton. A magician. So you have 6 months. What is it? June, July, August, September, 6 months. Carrot Top. Yeah. That's a whole other suitcase, girl. Yeah. That sounds like I was mid-answer you and my account logged out. A Golden Girl. You can do Donnie and Marie, the Blue Man Group, the Rat Pack. Yeah. 5 months, I know, because it's my retirement date. Good stuff. So I'm going to get feathers together for my headpiece. Listen, I am so excited to see Kyle and Joey Joe's outfits. I'm not going to, please do not come as me. That would be hilarious. I don't think that would be good. What would you do? I mean, you'd be dressed like a lady. You'd probably be using proper English. And that's not entertaining. Yeah, no. Yeah. No. Yeah, some people said Britney Spears. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, nobody wants that. A room full of Dinas. Nobody on a scooter. You're not wrong. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, so we've been having fun planning this trip that we've done no work on whatsoever other than a date and a place. Anyway, so whoa, what are we doing?
I gotta do a class.
But you never put the table back when you're done. Okay. She has her piano class. Grumpy Jeff, I believe you. And a 5-gallon jug. Exactly. Oh, I hope to be scooterless. I hope to be. All right. Well, listen, everybody, something to think about as we prepare for our next trip. In the interim, we'll have Tipsy Tuesday tonight. Hopefully everybody's back and feeling like themselves, enjoying the summer as well. And if you're on break, and all of our teachers, that you're doing something fun. I'm going to go deal with some dogs and such. But thanks for watching. As always, like Judy from Saskatoon, Good Time Andrea say, do something nice for yourself or others today. Thanks for watching. As always, have a great day and a blessed day. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.
He goes, stop, no.